Hello? Okay, now I guess it works. It didn't want to work. It zeroed out the settings for the audio. But I guess it's good. Hey, Atski Tormoden Sharta. How's everyone doing? Happy Thursday. I was almost gonna say happy Friday. But alas, it's not Friday. Hey, Sayart is back. Welcome back, man. Sayart has been doing some pretty cool painting recently. Let me share it and show you the magic that is Sayart. Where's that one? Oh, this one. Some pie trolls. I don't know what it is, but it's funny. I like it. It has a great potential. Hey, just honest. It's happy Thursday. No? My daughter came in. And she left. She's finished kindergarten last day yesterday. Hey, Rip. So today I was thinking I'll continue on this one. I kind of liked it, but what I haven't really done with the warm-ups or the technique that I'm gonna demo coming weekend. Oh, nice. Is like the painting aspect, right? I've always started the sketchings, and I haven't really dove into like grading and coloring and stuff, like which I'm gonna have to on the demo because I have I think 2 or 3 hours. She wants to come in again. Hey, Holmes, how's it going? So I was thinking I'll do some tweaks. I'll do some colors, stuff like that. See how that goes. So that's the game plan. Plan. Hey, Zealin, how's it going? Willkommen. Hey, Mila. What up? It's the 30-minute warm-up gang, but it's not 30-minute anymore. It's warm-up. Oh, but that'll be changed. Gonna change that emote. So I'll work on this one a little bit today. It's a little bit too many there. So we're over time. Let's devote maybe 10 minutes just on a little bit of stuff like that, and then 20 minutes for colors and stuff like that. I know it's not going to be enough with only 20 minutes for color, but I think good enough to experiment with. And I would love to spend some time on like her face, but realistically with only 30 minutes one can only do certain amount of things, right? Hey, good morning, String Maker. Good morning. Heroes of the warm-up. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool idea. We should do that. Oh, what if, as a subscriber, you get a hero card? Yeah, that's an awesome idea. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. It's a cool idea. Paint you as a fantasy hero of my choice. That's a great idea. I'll do that for sure. So like full-blown illustration.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mila, thank you for the subscription and make you a warlock. Oh, you bet you'll be a warlock. The most badass warlock. Period. Sayard being a space banana man. Yeah, baby. But thank you very much for the subscription and 5 months in a row. That's sick. Thank you very much for the support. Makes it really, really that much more fun and interesting. And I think I will invest in a microphone actually. Because I got, for some reason, Twitch decided either I've earned enough or send out an email. But I got like email from Twitch saying, "Oh yeah, we're paying out money for you for like what you've earned." I haven't like gone into detail what that earnings actually are, like the stats of them, but it was a good deal of money. So that I'll absolutely put back into the stream. It's not like any amazing income in any stretch of the imagination, but it is a little bit of spare cash, which I will. I was thinking buying a good microphone for, so I don't need to sit like with this shitty one, and so I can have like every other streamer has a good microphone. But I think that will be cool. So Twitch wrote it was like $100. For what period of time, I have no idea. Probably like a total accumulation. But for $100, you should be able to get a pretty good microphone, right? Thank you very much, Concept Sound. Yeah, I'm gonna leave tomorrow morning. Arrive tomorrow morning and go straight to the workshop. Hang out with all the cool cats. Probably at some point during the day, go and check in on the hotel and all that, or just have an early evening on a Friday night. We'll see. We'll see. A Blue Yeti mic for 150. Kilrathi, this is a warm-up from earlier in the week. I think Friday, maybe even last week. So this is not a new one. But what I want to do this time around is color, because I haven't done it on the warm-ups that much. So I'm just gonna spend a little bit more of like 3 more minutes on a little bit of detail stuff, and then I'll spend 20 minutes adding color. I have ordered breakfast. Oh, Studio Colorophobia, really? Alright, I'll look into Blue Yeti. So you can hear my radio voice in all its glory. And welcome in blah blah blah. News of the day. but yeah, so why I took it up, the subject of me earning money and got an email from Twitch, is to say a proper thank you for the support. And then Mila rocked my mind by subscribing yet again. It's fantastic. You guys, you make this all worth it. So much fun. And also glad to see you guys hanging out on the Discord and supporting each other, even though like I am super busy most of the times, so I can't really fully like participate on the Discord as much as I would love to. But I do try to go through the subscriber posts and leave a comment or two and some sort of constructive quick comment, and check the share your art stuff. I try to have a look at it as well and comment, but I'm just super swamped lately. And one way of coping with stress for me is just like switching communication off, so I don't spend energy like thinking about, oh, I need to answer this person, I need to answer that person. I just kind of go, okay, autopilot. Let's plow through the workload, and then when the workload is over, it's like, whew, all right, what did I miss? And I start replying to things and shit like that. But it should be better now after industry workshop. Hey Janae, welcome back. Nice to see that you returned. It means I must have done at least one thing decent. Or maybe you're back for the train wreck. Maybe that's it as well. It's like you can't look away, and also you can't stop looking, or you can't look. Kilrathi, yeah, that's great. That's great. It's good stuff. Mila, yeah, exactly. I mean, there's such a time sink, and you almost feel like obligated to answer all communication that comes your way. But man, I can't just do it. I just can't do it. It just eats up all my energy. I just want to fix her nose, and then I'm gonna switch to color. Should be yeah, it's time to switch to color. Yeah, that's the problem with social media. It's like the benefits of it is amazing, but the same things that are amazing is also holding you back. You know, which is the shitty part about it. So that is an effect I love, using color burn and then decreasing the fill of the color burn. It has such a lovely effect. It's just something I really love what it does. The idea of color burn though is that you can't use too dark values to start with. So that's why I deliberately make the background, you can see, a bit bright. It's like if you check the value of it, it's quite mid-range. It's just so that I have room to go darker. You know, and it does this lovely effect of I don't know what it does, but it does what it needs to do. Yeah, absolutely, Mila. The family and friends is very important as well. Absolutely true. And those usually, a lot of times, they get ignored. Which is not great, you know. But when you're young and don't have children, it doesn't matter that much, in to that degree. What which is coming next is that when you do have children, neglecting them, is a no go. Is another human that is like 100% relying on your input, and if you're not there, then you're missing out in teaching that new human the essential things of how to act as a human in a positive way, which you think is the positive way, right? So, um, with children, there's a completely different ball game. And for your sanity, friends and family is very important, obviously, for any person, with children or no children. But a lot of us artists forget is the importance of switching off art mode and being with people, because for the simple fact, like, this is a bit sad and crazy, but like, as with a newborn human, a baby, like if the baby is never held, like touched by another human, even though it's born healthy, the baby has like an insane high chance of dying, if it's never touched by a human. It's really weird. Um, and that just shows, that alone shows the importance of physical contact and social contact. And us as artists, we grind those hours to master our trade, but we can't forget the importance of like being touched, be it by a friend or a loved one or whatever, mentally and physically. It has such a huge impact on who you are and how you think and how you feel, that it's so important to do that and take time for it. Touched by an artist. Give me that artist touch. No, but it's true though. It's true though. It's a huge part of the human animal to be social. And it is a skill. Obviously, if you're in your art dungeon all day every day, you're gonna be rusty. Um, so when you do, like, walk out of your cave and you're confused, by daylight and social interaction, I always have to remind myself that being social is a skill that you have to practice in itself. That you're gonna be awkward when you haven't had social interactions. There's no way, no two ways about it. You're gonna be awkward because you haven't practiced, you know. So I always try to remind myself about that. It's like, all right, let's just stay cool and don't focus too much on being on the awkward aspect. But just try to be normal and relaxed, and that it'll it'll solve itself. Yeah, but that's how it is. And the more like, for example, the more conscious you are about the fact, the more you can let things slide as well if someone is awkward. Like you meet a lot of people at workshops, for example, art workshops, where they are socially awkward. Like you can see that they haven't spent a lot of time around grown-ups uh, in social situations. Um, and it some occasionally it's like really cringy. Um, but like because I have went to a lot of workshops and I've been a lecturer and all these things, and I also aware of the fact that it can be awkward. You just need to take over. You just need to help them be social. You know, that's all you need to do is just like ease them into it, right? And then most of the times they relax a little bit better, and you can start talking to them um, a little bit more casual, you know. Food or breakfast, yeah. Yeah, it's good stuff. That awkwardness. Yeah, not to say lol. Lol. That's a good joke. Lol. So true. But I mean, saying lol has its place, right? But not as a genuine response to something funny. Then you shouldn't say lol. But like if you don't find it funny, but it's meant as a joke, I mean, then you could theoretically go like, oh lol. But yeah, it is awkward. But man, whoever, how? By the way, so I don't forget, how did we get into the? Uh, who gave me the idea of subscriber cards? Who were talking about cards? Hey, drunk raccoons, you like my style, my beard, or my art, or maybe the way I fart? And now beatbox. No, I just cringed by the thought of starting to beatbox. Genuinely. Oof. That made me really cringe, and like skin instantly started like curling off my back. Like, nope, I don't want to be a part of this. Oh man, I apologize. Amir, oh yeah, he's so good at coming up with great ideas. Amir, he has to be the first one. Honorary, honorary. Um, what should we call the cards? We can't just like subscriber cards. It has to be something like subscriber cards so people get it. Hero subscriber hero cards, hero subscriber cards, hero cards, and something like that. Kilrathi, I know. Super awkward. Really, really awkward. I even embarrassed myself. It's like, oh, well, what an idiot. Honorary cards. It could be. Yeah, Mila and Amir for sure. Oh, drunk raccoons. Yeah. Oh, thank you. It's a fun sketching technique of using where where you just focus on light and letting a lot of things be moody, and in that way you can get form and base of an illustration really, really fast. So this morning, I used an old 30-minute drawing where I established this Medusa, right? It was last Fridays, I think. And so today I thought, let's just play with color and see what comes out. Heroes of the Warmup. Yeah, that was it. Mila, yeah. Mila and Amir, the first two coming up. Mila is actually a subscriber. I don't think Amir is. So Mila is the first one up. Drunk raccoons, yeah, exactly. It's a fantastic sketching technique, which I've kind of created over the years of streaming a daily sketch. And I remember the time in the warm-ups where I've actually started thinking about I should try to use this professionally. And I'm at a stage now where I've actually used it for many clients. This sketching technique. And they were quite happy with the result, which is fantastic. It's great for mood pieces, great for illustration, which have a darker tone to it. You know, like dark fantasy or whatever. It's a really smooth process. Studio Colorophobia is a bit weird, a bit weird sentence there. He is a bit of a card, but I get it. I get it. It's a Ram is bit of a card. I'm confused. But it's all good, man. I think I get it, even though I'm a bit confused. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Um, what's your go-to process, your main one for work? You always switch it up, so I'm not sure at this point. Bjork. Well, the thing is, most of what I do is production art. So that's a lot of, stale concepts rather than moody illustrations. Um, so let me try to dig out the warm-up. I'd say, like, this would be the closest to my go-to move, where I have a mid-range background and I meet in the middle and I sketch out something rapidly. That or the line art stuff, like this, in terms of like process for a client. Studio Colorophobia. Yeah, man. We are all nerds. Yeah, I mean, traditional is really, really fun. But the problem for me with traditional, when it comes to production art, is the fluidity and speed of the digital. But I still do a lot of um, traditional. It's just not professionally because even though it's a great feeling, it's not as efficient. Oh, really, drunk raccoons? That's nice. Thank you. I must say though, like my digital stuff is quite traditional looking because I love the idea of like I'm a oil painter or acrylic painters like in my base and a sculptor. Um, I love that shit, you know. So the way I paint.
I feel like I should say something smart.
Oh, hey, Tim Remmers rating me with 11 people just at the last minute. Fantastic as usual. Welcome everyone. Like I was saying, I'm a sculptor and acrylic slash oil painter by heart, um, and I love like sculpting with paint and having visible brush marks and stuff like that. And that leans a lot to traditional media. You know how that acts and looks. Just that's just what I love. I hate that super clean digital look. Personally, I wouldn't want to go there. So I always want some texture in there and brush marks and things like that. How are you, Tim Remmers? Last minute raid. Tormod, thank you. Yeah, I will. I will spend some time doing those. I should be able to do that for sure. Thank you for reminding me. But like I said, I've been swamped with a lot of things. So. Thank you, Drunk Raccoons. Then you and me, we are like-minded. I love this kind of painterly stuff, even digital painterly stuff. And I have a hard time fully enjoying the super pixel perfect type things. Even though I appreciate it, but I wouldn't want to do it, you know, or have it on my wall where the more painterly concept art stuff like those things, it's like most of it is too much production art to be enjoyable, but some artists just manage to make it, you know, like a pure painting, and that's just what I go off on. So like, that's the shit right there. So for me, doing these kind of things is just me enjoying the process, right? I'm not trying to do anything new or well, I actually am. I'm trying processes and techniques, but I'm leaning on my what I love doing, which is painting with form and texture and stuff like that. And that's what I enjoy doing. And this is relaxing, you know. I used to just start painting, and I wouldn't care about what the end result is, but the fact of like thinking about the brushstroke and the direction it should be going and seeing a form being developed is like what I love doing, and rather than the result, you know. And time is up, by the way. Action, yeah. You and me. There's beauty in it for sure. Let's do a quick little color lookup and see what that does. Oh, I like that. I like it that you can only see her mouth and one eye, even though don't want to go that route, but it was nice. Super red, could go that route. I kind of like that off tone. Made her a bit scarier, but that looked cool. Horror blue. Horror blue. That's kind of cool too. Yeah, I kind of liked it. Yeah, absolutely. A copy machine has a purpose, right? Hey, Flylin, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Thank you. Haha, follower. Yeah. Yeah, we can just do it like that. Psh, boink. Anyways, let's see who we can raid, as my warm-up is finished. So what are you doing? You're continuing on this? Just, nice listen, maybe, option. This guy, stiff drawing. The doc, what are you doing? What are you making? Some gauntlet? Tim Remmers, he raided me. Let's go into the pits of creative. Tits and ass. That's cool. That's her. What are you doing? What are you doing? What's this? Self-taught art human. Is that traditional? Oh, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I have no idea if she's a good streamer. Max Greg, alright. Let's see. Max Greg. I don't have him. But let's rate him. Thank you very much. Let's rate him. He's a great artist. He's from Sweden as well, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Let's all rate him. And now he's talking to me probably, but I don't know what he's saying because I have muted this sound. So tomorrow will not be a warm-up because I will be traveling. But let's... I don't know. Bye.